Hello. I am Iulius Mordicus. I want to explain the situation involving Asterisk, formerly known as Phoenix, and share what he has done to my friends and what he said to me. I am going to explain and show some of the things Asterisk has said and done toward my friends. I want to go over these points clearly, so people can understand the situation and instead of looking through my YouTube community posts. February 18, 2026. When the drama started. That day, my friend messaged me and explained how Asterisk had been acting toward him. He told me that he had been talking with Asterisk and decided to vent to him about overthinking and some personal issues. Instead of taking it seriously, Asterisk responded by with how he found the vent funny and laughed at him, which made my friend feel bummered. Not long after that, they were playing a game together. My friend jokingly said something to him during it. In Asterisk's response to that, he suddenly used the N-word toward my friend. With no hesitation at all too. There was no reason for him to say that, and it didn't relate to what was going on. After saying it, he tried to make excuses and later claimed that it was accidental. Instead of properly acknowledging what he said or taking responsibility for it. This situation was already unacceptable, but it didn't stop there. There were multiple other incidents he made that went downhill and make things worse. One of the main issues involved how Aster_Ice kept asking about my friend's partner and seemed way too interested. He sent multiple friend requests to them, which made the situation even more uncomfortable. From what my friend told me, it started to feel like Aster_Ice was acting overly close and not respecting boundaries. At one point, he compared my friend's partner to his abusive ex, which was already a really uncomfortable to say. It didn't make sense in the situation and just made things worse. After hearing about all of this, I decided to message Aster_Ice directly to ask him about what had happened. Instead of taking responsibility, he started making stupid excuses just to avoid the whole situation. I barely talked to him because of the shit he's done, so I stopped talking to him. February 20, 2026. During the situation, Asterisk also told me that he was going to take a break. However, he never did. Instead, he continued to pressure me into working on his ARG, even while everything else was going on. This made it feel like he was avoiding the situation instead of dealing with it properly. February 21, 26. About a day later, he told my friend that he had lost around 2,000 UA, the money currency in his country. When my friend asked him for proof of this, he either avoided the question, made excuses or immediately blocked him after being asked. This made the situation even more suspicious, since he didn't provide any evidence to support what he was claiming. He suddenly blamed this on being schizophrenic. So he could make my friend feel more bad but executed miserably. Lol. After that, Aster went on to block several of my mutual friends. This maybe seemed like an attempt to avoid being confronted, or to hide from the situation rather than addressing it directly. Overall, his actions during this part of the situation made everything more confusing and harder to take seriously. Instead of clearing things up or taking responsibility, he avoided questions, blocked people, and continued acting like nothing really happened. A user asked a question about the situation, trying to understand what was going on. From what I know, instead of giving a clear response, Asterisk replied with AI responses. His responses didn't actually answer the question. When the user tried to follow up and correct him, he continued responding in the same way, still avoiding the question. Eventually, he deleted the comment altogether instead of properly addressing it. March 2, 2026. Another major issue throughout this situation was how Asterisk handled it overall, especially when it came to avoiding the whole drama he's made instead of addressing it. When I tried to confront him about everything on YouTube by commenting and asking While he was avoiding the situation, he didn't respond or try to explain himself. Instead, he deleted my comments entirely. This made it feel like he was trying to silence any discussion about what happened, so he can keep his fanbase from finding out about any of this. Something similar happened in his YouTube RG videos. A user asked a question about the situation, trying to understand what was going on. This is where I'll be ending the video for now, since I've gone over everything I wanted to say and explained the situation as clearly as I can right now. I've covered the main things that happened, and why I decided to speak about it. Please listen. Thank you.